Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about stuff. Don't forget to subscribe to my other YouTube channel, The Modern Investor, where I go over usually ridiculous daily cryptocurrency news. Today, something surprising has happened. This has never happened before. This has never happened ever in the cryptocurrency. I'm trying to act here and it's not working very well. This has never ever happened before. Something amazing has taken place. There's a company called Sentiment. Their Sentiment Glassnode Into the Block. Is that a website? I don't know what that is. There are three major companies that basically provide us with on-chain data of where things are going, where they've been, money movements, and all those other kinds of fancy things. And Sentiment, over the course of the last 2 years, have been filled with a certain type of news. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it's kind of been like one of the main topics within this channel and not within the cryptocurrency space. For whatever the reason might be, a lot of people don't care about this news and aren't paying attention to the fact that all the Bitcoin is being hoarded and purchased by wealthy people, and in the future there won't be a lot of Bitcoin for them, and then they're going to get really upset when they realize that all the rich people have only gotten richer. I don't know if you heard my words or not. I don't know if I said it correctly. Sentiment has been giving, sorry for screaming. Sentiment has been giving us a lot of whale news as of late. Whales are typically touted as Bitcoin and Bitcoin wallets, because I don't want to do the metrics for the other coins because they have different coin supplies. For Bitcoin, it tends to be wallets that have over 100 Bitcoin. It's a lot of money. It is believed that in the future, this metric will probably fall down to 80, 70, maybe even 50 Bitcoin, if not less. As Bitcoin's price continues to rise higher and higher, you used to need 1,000 Bitcoin to be a whale, but as the price goes up, of course, you now need like a smaller amount. Whales have been buying a lot of Bitcoin. This has been quite a conundrum for us all, as Bitcoin prices throughout the summer and the beginning of September haven't really moved as people thought they would. Logically, when you hear, once again, that a couple companies purchased over 1 million Bitcoin, you, me, and math, expectations, you kind of assume that Bitcoin will easily right over 100,000 because of all the Bitcoin that's being hoarded. There was even a period, I don't know if you remember this, where we were told that the most important acquisitions for Bitcoin had to do with the ETFs. The idea was, if the ETFs are buying, we're doing good. If the ETFs have sold or there's an outflow, well, market has to go down. That's the only thing that makes sense. We have to be sad, right? So I remember, as this is also a daily channel for cryptocurrency events, we had multiple times, I want to, over the summer, at least 20 times, where we heard that there were outflows from the Bitcoin ETFs. And then lo and behold, like the very next day, there were like whale wallets that had purchased like $138 million. And I was like, I feel like those really weren't outflows, and also the whales and normal wallets continued to buy. According to Sentiment, there's been a surge in the number of whales in the market. Now, why would they be doing that when Bitcoin's price is low and not buying when Bitcoin's price is high? I still haven't been able to figure it out. I also made fun of, I don't know if you remember this, before there were multiple articles that we were going over and people kept on writing, despite Bitcoin's price being low, whales are still buying. And I was like, that's when you normally buy. You buy houses when the value's lower. You buy stocks when you go, oh, the stocks fell, the prices are lower. And you see that Bitcoin and crypto are lower in price. And you go, no, I'm waiting till the price goes back up. I want to buy at the all-time high. You typically buy low and hold, and not even selling high. You just kind of buy when the price is. Sentiment said that apparently Whale entities, as they're calling them, very bougie. Whale entities are at a 17-month high. Apparently, there are 283 new whale wallets that have emerged in the last 30 days. Typically, what we hear about for brand new Bitcoin wallets is it's like between 30 and 40,000 new Bitcoin wallets every day. We're doing pretty good as a market, but these wallets will normally have 0.01 Bitcoin, or they'll a lot of times people just, throw in 20 into the market, kind of see where it goes. These are the new wallets that we're seeing around the world. And to be completely fair, not everyone has like 35 million bajillion dollars to throw into any market. But we're seeing, the very healthy numbers of everyday people getting into. You can also find it online. Type in new Bitcoin wallets, and they'll show you charts and metrics. These are whale entities that are holding 100 Bitcoin or more. These new ones have popped up. We've gone over them also over the summer. There's a whole bunch of wallets. People keep calling them Mr., and I don't know why. Like there's Mr. 100, there's Mr. 500, there's a Mr. 700, and I think a 950. These are wallets that are basically buying 100 Bitcoin every day, 500 Bitcoin every day, 700. You get the general idea. 283 new whale wallets in just the last 30 days alone. In less than a month, actually. They said since the 28th of August, the firm noted that whales and slightly smaller wallets known as sharks have collectively in 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, have purchased over 133,000 Bitcoin in less than 30 days, valued at approximately over 7.6 billion US dollars. We are constantly in this discussion, and this happens all the time, and it'll probably logically never end as long as Bitcoin is an entity and is a thing. The amount of Bitcoin that's available for 8 billion people on the planet continues to dwindle. This was done by a handful of wallets who bought $7.6 billion worth of Bitcoin. I'm going to share something with you. Here's how the human mind works. I have a lot of friends who I tried to introduce over the years into the cryptocurrency space. They're not wealthy or rich or even well off. I tried to get them earlier in the market when prices were really low so that they could make a lot of money and be better off. Not a word. The way that the human mind works is very fascinating. When I tell them, hey, there's whales and sharks and beetles who are buying up tons of Bitcoin and crypto, maybe you want to get into the market now and just buy and hold, and maybe in the future you'll be rich and you can this is a tree. You can build a tree or build a house tree or something, you'll have property in the future because you're holding these assets. And they go, no, I don't want to. When I tell them, and this is for you as well, there's not enough Bitcoin on the planet left that's liquid, that can be absorbed. There's not enough Bitcoin. There's not one Bitcoin for every millionaire and billionaire on the planet. We are currently witnessing a situation where if Bitcoin goes to $1 million per coin, there will be millionaires and billionaires who will not be able to buy an entire coin. Do you understand that? I think the number, isn't it 30 or 40 million? I believe that there's 30 or 40 million millionaires and billionaires on the planet. Even if all the supply of Bitcoin was free running around in the world, they could not each buy an entire coin. 133,000 Bitcoin was purchased just by those wallets in less than 30 days. That is 133,000 millionaires and billionaires who will never, ever be able to own an entire coin. When I tell that to my friends, you know, that's what lights the fire under them. Because the numbers make a lot more sense. If I say 8 billion people, I think it's too abstract in a way that people go, oh, that's a lot of peoples on the planet. When I let them know, you are witnessing this right now. In the next 5 to 10 years, there will be mathematically billionaires who cannot afford to buy an entire, because it's not liquid. It literally won't be there for them. And even if they did a mad rush and a mad dash to try and get them, even now, they could not. The last news that we had, I believe it was also from Santiment or Glassnode, is that there's, I believe, liquid less than 1 million Bitcoin, like actually up for grabs on crypto exchanges. And you also have to remember, those coins aren't always for sale. People do keep some of their coins on crypto exchanges, amongst other places as well, for safekeeping. When you hear, for those of you who just missed it, that one company a couple days ago just purchased 250,000, or rather they have now 250,000 Bitcoin, those are 250,000 millionaires and billionaires who will never own an entire coin. The supply is drying up very, very fast. We should be well over a $200,000 Bitcoin. But for some reason, these whales and these entities and these corporations and these black rocks have figured out a very clever way to accumulate all the Bitcoin and basically have the price not react for the entire summer. Yeah. That's the whales are buying everything. And also sharks. Sharks are also now on the screen as well. Sharks are also buying a lot of stuff. And keeping in mind, these metrics are always for if you have 100 Bitcoin or more. Don't forget the wallets that have 90 Bitcoin who are buying, who have 1.5 Bitcoin who are buying. We always get like the big dogs, the big money. You forget that like all these new addresses that are coming about every single day, they're also accumulating as well. Even if it's just $20 a day, a week, a month, and you have 30,000 new people per day, it all adds up. It's an illusion that there's a lot of Bitcoin left. But we'll see what happens in the future. Yeah, I do hope that you've all enjoyed this weird news. I do hope you all are having a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, wherever the heck you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, liking, commenting, and supporting. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.